What happens to us, I mean to we humans, when we cross roads with a stranger? Our subconscious mind quickly, instantly builds a mental map or makes quick judgment in the background, and we think about a person in a certain way. So we could think a person is a serious type, a person is jolly one, a person is lost in thought, or has strong persona, is charming, etc. etc. And accordingly, a reflex action may come off, and we might pass a friendly smile, or we might just wave, or we might just nod a head, or we might just say hi, so on and so forth. So, likewise, in an online world, when we bump into someone's profile, our subconscious mind makes us take an action and have a reaction out of few probable ones, including swiping left, I mean pass. So, let's take LinkedIn for example. If you come across someone without intentionally finding them, and assuming you are in a spree to grow your network, you may make an instant mental picture or a quick imaginative judgment about the subject. I mean, the person. So let's say your subconscious mind made some mental map or had some judgments. So it reflexes you to take some action. So now there are few probable actions that you might take. So you might just go ahead and send a connect request to the person. Now, let's take this profile for example. So you see, based on this pic here, or the punchline, or let's say the title here, this one. Let me point, yeah. Or let's say affiliations, or simply we can say alumni. So this could be either of the reasons I feel I want to connect with the person. Or let's say we don't know. We simply felt the subject to be sensible. I mean the person here to be sensible. So these are like based on quick judgments. You just feel that okay, you want to go ahead and send a connect request. Or let's say you just thought that you might want to follow this person and would like to see some stuff from him on your feed, or just as a means to refer this profile later, you just follow. Or let's say you still feel more curious and you ran down the profile and see more details. Let me go to profile, yeah. So you ran down the profile and you see more details like activity here, experience, that is their work history, some skills, and yeah, certifications, of course. So this one, skills and endorsements. So either of these things just drove your attention, and there could be many possible reasons for you to connect with the subject. So maybe you saw that he is open for voluntary work in certain area, or you resonated on a common cause that he mentioned, or simply by looking at their this LinkedIn activity here, this one. Yeah. So this LinkedIn activity here, you saw something that connected you here, and you felt that okay, you would like to follow this person. Similarly, when someone stumbles upon a P card of a pro or anyone for that matter, it is more likely that one may take one of the many possible actions depending on the two subjects in the question, not necessarily sticking only to the context in which the P card was discovered or with what intent it was found, if at all. So, these are all the possible actions on the P card here. This one. So, tagging or shortlisting is one of the possible actions a person can take on another person in the online world. Let's look at when all you could tag someone for what all. A. To shortlist or screen few profiles out of many from search result. Let me explain with the scenario here. Let's say we are looking for an astrologer in South Bangalore on Just Dial. Just Dial is the classified sites of India. So let's say we are looking for astrologers in South Bangalore. Let's say Kormangala. Yeah. So we can see here it throws long list of results for our search. Great. Now my goal is to quickly pick few profiles out of these and have a close look on them. So let's say I will pick 3 out of 20 and have close look at the 3 profiles. So it means like I want to shortlist few profiles. So now let's see what information they have provided that can help me pick or choose them. Let me zoom in so we can view it properly. Yeah, I guess this is perfect. Okay. So now you see here, it's written some verification, something verified trust. Okay, I don't know. And opens at, okay, so this is their hours of operation. And what is this? Okay, astrologers on phone. Okay, okay. I know what I searched for, right? Secondly, some address of theirs, their contact number, and their name. Okay. So now tell me, our goal is to quickly screen shortlist few of these records and to pick one out of them finally to contact, right? So now each of these records that we saw, the listing, let me scroll. So you see, they all happen to give same information. They are verified somewhere. Their hours of operation, again, astrologers, online astrologers, their address, their contact. None of these information is helping me to, decide upon them. It's like not actually deciding, but I cannot have a quick idea about what they expertise in or what services they offer. So directly showing up their contact number, am I directly going to call them? Obviously, no, I'm here to shortlist and screen few. So all this information is of no use until and unless you really want to contact them, right? So our goal is to quickly see if some information of these out of these helps or not. So let me zoom out and we can go to their detailed page actually. Let's see what more they have to offer their prospects. So the only thing here could be the rating or reviews, which I would anyway not trust or give importance to. Grossly, there are only very few places or scenarios where reviews are taken seriously or given importance in the online world. Okay, so let's go on one of these records. Okay, so here we can see the cover image, big one here. This, tell me how this helps. It does not helps me. Like, how will I decide an astrologer from this picture? And that is of some, you can say, a random thing related to astrology. So, and few more pictures here you see. Let me take scenario. Let's say if you are looking for some travel destinations, then few images from there would definitely help. Let's say you are looking for some party hall. So premises images will definitely help you. Let's say you're looking for a PG. So we are looking for a good stay. Then of course premises, lounge, those images definitely helps you. But here, when I'm looking for an astrologer, all these images are not convincing me, are not helping me to decide or pick this particular listing. Secondly, you see this thing here, the same repetition of things, their contact address verified thing. This is like repetition, and of course, it does not help at the first stage. Now, you see here, of course, the photograph, I mean, this photograph thing is considered this does not help. Now you see here reviews, more information, hours of operation. Do you think out of any of these things, it helps you to really get some idea that what this person is trying to, like, there are no points with which you feel that this person is connecting with their respect. There is not offer here something that might convince me or might help me to pick them. Now, let's for a case, let's say I decided now I want to shortlist this profile. So let's see if they have some shortlist icon here. I want to add it to my shortlist. So okay, none of the icon you can see here. There is no such shortlist icon. Let's say what if I got here shortlist icon? This would have definitely helped me. So anyway, I just want to make my point here. You see this real estate here did not help with a single thing to us to decide upon this particular listing. So there is no such thing here which is convincing me to choose them, not even to shortlist them. Right. Let's move little below. Oh, reviews again. So you see here, let me clear the screen. So now tell me one thing. We can see here the reviews. Okay. Now some person has given the review here. It does not happen to have photograph. So first thing is, how will I know that this reviews are legit or the person who has given the review is legit? For an example, let's consider this. You happen to use different apps and platforms. For example, people have their accounts on LinkedIn, let's say Facebook. So some people have it on Instagram. So all these things have their accounts. Like there are real people who actually access it. Even let's say there are some legit top popular or best job or career related websites. So maybe at those platforms you might have your account, right, where you go for one or the other activity. So in that case, let's say you might also have Gmail account for your mails. Tell me, why would anybody, I mean to say that, of course, there will be few users, but why general consumers like you, me, would come to Just Dial and create social account here? I mean, is there some activity, for an example, if they perform something on LinkedIn, they post, Facebook, they post, they view, they like. On some career sites, they might go and apply for job or something, right? Tell me what activity they would perform on Just Dial. So there are very, very less chances that consumers like us might have their account on Just Dial. And particularly, why would someone just make some review? And while talking about such thing, of course, Just Dial comes up with a different case where they ask you to share your contact details so they can share. They promises actually to share some relevant listings for us. And that's where I'm not signing up or I'm not creating my account there. I am just giving contact. I am never agreeing to create my account there, right? So that way, of course, photograph is one of the thing. So all these factors combine
and makes me not trust all these reviews, right? So reviews, no, no, and no. So now we have a bigger picture here, and you see this whole thing that we saw till now, that's almost half of the page. None of these helps. And talking about the information here, wait, talking about the information here, this one, this is obviously the same information that we saw: contact address, send inquiry by email. Let's say I want to send inquiry, but before that, how will I know that I chose or I decided on them? I picked them. So before that, how will I send my email inquiry? No. And of course, their website. Maybe I might go to their website, but now when I came here, it has already let me down, and I am looking that if I may quickly see here and get through, so I may not go further. But if they have their website, and let's say I go to website, so do you seriously think if I want to shortlist quickly few profiles, then I would be going to all of their websites and see there somewhere I'm losing the track and I'm losing the focus. So now let me put it in, a little box that this area, the half page that we saw till here, none of these information really helped me in consideration of this business listing. So now let's scroll down and see what more it has to offer. Oh my god, okay. I see a lot of text here. At the first place, when I am trying to, quickly, instantly pick few profiles, so I will just be skimming. And this text, it really scares me. Like, I don't have that patience to read this much thing. Even if it is one listing, it's like too much text to read. Anyway, let's say if I want to take the pain here. So I want to see, okay, what it offers. So I will just quickly have a look. Let me zoom in so you guys can see with me. Three whole goddamn paragraphs. Fox, how will I? I mean, obviously, I'll not read everything. And nobody would obviously read. But so that now we took the pain. Let's quickly look. Ha! You see this one is funny really here. Being a specialized astrologer, the doctor offers a number of medical services. I think so. It's spammy and malinformation. Like, first of all, I took the pain to come till their service detail page, and now on scroll, I am almost on the midway of the page, and something like this appears. So, 10 minutes already wasted. So now this is no more quick process, I think. So forget about this. It's a big cross. On scrolling more, oh my god. They happen to share, oh my god, it's frustrating. They happen to continuously share me this thing. Why? Their landmark, their mode of payment, this is not at all helping. It's just frustrating me because continuously, this is the third time on the single page where they are offering me and sharing their hours of operation. So, first of all, I took the pain, and now it's like not boosting me a little to give me some information that might actually help me to consider them. Okay, there's the end. Okay, so now the verdict. First thing, first of all, when we saw few profiles out there, it did not help me. There they shared contact number, their address, some astrologer thing, some verified thing. Did not help me to consider. Secondly, when I took the pain to come there to the detail page and see few profiles, what more they have to offer, then I'm already let down with these things. I mean, okay, they have given their timings and all, but all of these things are repetitive. And second of all this helps me when I have already decided or when I'm done that okay, I want to go with this person, then I will find for their contact number. Else, this just works as the a phone directory. So, and of course, in this age of internet, tell me, is it difficult to find anybody's contact number, any services contact number? Obviously, no. It's yeah, it could be little time consuming, sure, but yeah, it's not difficult to get someone's contact. But yeah, it is truly difficult and challenging when I want to pick or decide or consider few people or few service providers. So here at this point, I did not get anything which helped me to consider them, to choose them. And now hold on. This is just the one profile, one record, one business listing we saw. Now let's say you want to pick few profiles. So you will, let's say you want to go through, you need three profiles. Let's say you want to shortlist 3 to 5 profiles. So are you telling me that to pick 5 to 3 profiles, I need to do this for minimum 20 to 25 entries? So tell me that should I be going through this whole process again and again? Do you really expect me to do this process? So you see, I see the listing here. I click to their detail page, go back and forth. If I even have to do this for 10 listings,
That's hell crazy. I'll go nuts if I have to do this even for 10 entries. So then, how could things be if we were to help users quickly find or screen few relevant entries? So let's take a step back and think what we were trying to do here. Basically, I am looking for someone for something, I mean for a specific purpose. In this case, let's say I'm looking for an astrologer for consulting, for prospecting in my doing business, or starting new at the first place instead of a salaried job.
okay, so now let's go back and look at the page where it threw a long list of results for our search. So what if we could quickly see things for each of these listings without actually loading their heavy detailed page, this one, which anyway didn't help us to consider someone. Instead, what if something like an in place quick pop up comes up? So let's say when I click a listing, I am not directly going to their heavy detailed page. For example, what I'm trying to say here is let's say if we can have, let's say if I click this, then oops. So if I click this, click any of these listing, I can have a quick pop up like this here itself. Something like this. So every time I click, I see something like this. Every time I click a listing, I see something. So now, let's say every time I click and I see pop-ups like this. So now, I don't mind clicking each and checking some high-level important info of each if presented in a clean and crisp way, till I feel connected with one or consider someone for some reason. So, what we are complaining about is A, how the user experience and navigation is designed. B, then what information is presented cleanly for an instant judgment context. Now, let's look at what information could make me consider someone. It could be A, the areas the professional is expert in or focuses more on, so that I can see if that matches my specific lookout. For example, career astrology, astrology for business, etc. So let's say right here in this thing, what if he happened to write career astrology, career astro? Keep it short for now. So career astro, or let's say business astrology. So something like this could make me connect or consider someone. So, for example, what we were looking for, our case was similar. We were looking for an astrologer to check on my prospects in starting business or doing business instead of an employed career. So now what if someone from them have written career astrology? So I would have directly connected with that person. So that could be one of the factor that can catch my attention or make me consider someone. Second, or B, it could be a unique value proposition or a special experience I can expect working with this person. So, for example, of unique value proposition, you can say, what if astrologer happened to put up that you can claim your money back if my predictions don't come true? So that is something I can connect that, okay, yeah, I can rely. It could be one of the factors that I could consider someone. Secondly, he can put up something like he specializes upon something. He has, let's say, 15 years of experience in predicting and working with business astrology. Or he can put up an unique sales pitch which helps connecting people and filter out some people. So, these are the very few factors that I'm talking about which can make me consider someone or anybody consider someone. So, all this, and along with many other subtle motivators that on the surface may not look compelling or important, but if we see things with a depth and putting them in perspective, are actually deal makers and deal breakers. So, this made us come up with an EBIS card or PCard product along with necessary accessories and support systems, all towards A, providing people a better online experience in choosing service provider. Rather, I'll go a one step and say choosing people. B, helping service providers be more considered and increase inquiries, leads from right prospects. So let's look at a P card and see how tagging someone could be useful as a means of shortlisting in such a context. So whenever and wherever we come across people online, we can just quickly view their P card. So you see out of this many profiles here, let me click on one of them. Simple. So you can just quickly view their P card without needing to load the whole detailed page and navigating away from the place we landed to with an intent. So it's pretty simple and quick. Now, let me just mark few good information here. So you see all these information right here, this one and this one too. So all these information are good for someone to feel curious about someone or say feel connected in a quick way, or let's say I just got connected with this person by just from these offerings. So it's like I just connected in just quick scan, or I just give a thought. And if at all I need more information, you can always find more information right here in these icons, all these here. So you see, you can view the content from the person from here. You can ask a question to them from here. You can see their reviews. By the way, we were talking about tagging. So, tagging someone from her P card. So, you can do tag someone from here. So, we can tag someone from here. So, now if I want to tag an astrologer for further research, let's say I'll tag, yep, research on these astrologers. So, simple. This is the tag that is helpful. So now a quick thing is it's so easy for me to keep shortlisting or tagging people as I come across them in different contexts or scenarios. And later can access them all at my ease all in one place. So I've been talking about tagging a person from one's P card. And one of the scenarios where it's inevitable is when we need to screen few profiles out of many. So it could be shortlisting service providers, or let's say initial screening of candidates for a job, or say filtering out high level matches for matrimonial alliances from such a search, and so on and so forth. So, what could be other scenarios where taking someone from the P card could be helpful? So, another scenarios could be like bookmark a profile you came across randomly. Maybe because something on the profile made you curious or feel that the person may be of relevance or interest later, and you want a way to refer or view it later. So let's look at it with an example here. Let's say I landed to small business website to this page through a post on Facebook, which was talking about small business unique and innovative website service for solo professionals and small businesses. So I landed to this page somehow, and let's assume I'm a solo pro and I'm looking or considering to have my website done for my work. So, as I was just scanning down this landing page, I was going through this testimonial here, this one. So, I was going through this testimonial here. Oops. Yeah. So, let me zoom in. So, this was the one I was going through, given by Mr. Prashant here. So, out of curiosity and just to know that whether this review or testimonial is legit, I just clicked on the link given here. Let me close this. So I just clicked here, and this is so cool. I mean, this thing here, I feel so good to see this pop up coming up right in place and showing me some info, and good enough to make me feel or one feel indeed is legit person. Now, let's say as I go through this quick info, I noticed that Mr. Prashant is into providing training coaching for IIT, NEET, etc. This one. So let me first zoom in. So he happened to serve with these courses. So, and I thought that maybe it is relevant for my son's education and training needs down the line. Let's assume I have a son who is almost completing his 10th grade, and we may be considering starting coaching classes or preparation for entrance exams in just 6 or 12 months. So I tag Mr. Prashant as a means to add him to my contact book or diary, which I can access down the line later when I need. So let me mark this one. So from here, I can just tag him. Simple. So whenever now I want to refer, I'll just go to my contact book and I'll have this person there. I believe you got the point. To summarize, in the online world, as we come across people in different contexts and situations and ways, a peacock sort of a thing which opens up right in place without navigating away from anywhere and which quickly gives us an overview of our most important things relevant to the context in which we discovered people or looked at someone's profile. So, helps us immensely without wasting time to shortlist, bookmark, or even follow people by tagging people right from their P card. It's a big win win for both the sides. The subject on the P card gets more considered. In other words, things does not get overlooked as it's clean, crisp, precise and fast. And it's super efficient and beneficial for people or prospects who peep through P cards of those subjects. So, to put it in a transactional or commercial context, consumers enjoy a better experience apart from being able to choose providers better. And providers get more considered from their preferred or targeted audience. Okay, folks, that's all for this explainer. So, watch this space for more such explainers from Small Wizard. Have a great day ahead. Bye bye.